Move this cover here. Hello world and everyone that inhabits it. What's up everyone? Street Pilot here, back with another video. Plug that charger in real quick. Last we left off, we took Farbanti, but we saw these weird explosions up in the sky, believed to be satellites. They scrambled our communication systems and all that. Mihai bitched out of another dogfight as he was losing, of course. And so yeah, we were just directed to go back to another base and see what happens and wait for further orders. So we'll start this up and see where it takes us.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first.
Trigger.
Erusea deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osean implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusea decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusea couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osean even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly.
So we knew the satellites were hijacked, but
capabilities.
this is a
Both
whole nother
forces
story.
launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in
Space
orbit,
debris.
which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained...
Half the world just lost their Facebook.
Confusion.
Quote the movie down
Government
below.
and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusea and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osean and Erusea was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power.
I don't know if it's all of Erusea or just the country of Erusea, but Erusea used to be a bunch of other kingdoms apparently.
Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here.
Way the hell out there in the middle of nowhere.
Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now.
Just updating the drones.
Oh, and I'll be taking the girls too.
That's creepy.
I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here.
I hope Mihai knows about this.
She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them.
Well, at least there's a
I saw
witness.
a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane
Some debris from the satellite.
had a rose emblem on it.
So yeah, as you can see, Take It the Capital wasn't the last mission. There's still some more going on after this. No music in the background here, it's kind of ominous.
Erusea's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusea has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusea's doing.
That's just everybody's doing. Everyone
we will
launching
follow the
missiles
strategy
at
that was
satellites.
originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusean army. With the capital under our control, Erusea's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power. HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting. I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer.
The new Strider
Cyclops
Squadron.
will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense. With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However,
It's gonna
it
be
is
a
likely
shit
that
show.
Erusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti, opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there. Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure.
Called
As
it.
such, target ID
Back in
will be
episode
done by
2, I called it
processing
that it's
the
gonna
images
be a
from the
problem.
infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
So enemies no longer just appear as enemies, and friendlies don't appear as friendlies either. So you can be locked on to anything. You don't know. So you just want to make sure you know what the hell you're shooting at. No menu music either. Everything's just ominous and dark. I think they're going to use a basic skin F-15, match with everything else. And we will launch the mission.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right.
I love the look of those jets in that
Are all of
cutscene.
these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusean army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll aim to process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Like I said, you just want to make sure you know what the hell you're shooting at. Oh god. Oh, I nicked the ground.
Jets echoing through the streets.
I'm not used to flying this jet.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID
Hand me
is
that
Osean
sandwich.
forces.
See, I could have blown us
This
some
is
friendlies
AWACS
there
from the
and failed the mission.
LRSSG.
They don't let you kill friendlies either. If you kill one friendly, it's game over.
You guys have opened the trial before, leading our country even further into ruin.
AA gun confirmed destroyed. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings
I just heard the gunshots as I get closer. That's pretty cool.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Man. He's just sitting behind the building over there.
Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking?
These can't all be friendlies.
It's Erusean.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Oh, they're friendly illusions.
If they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up
This is just start a political
the
split.
more the merrier.
If they're conservative, they'll listen to us. Thought that was an F-18.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the
Close
bridge.
call.
The use of
That ally's just shooting at me there. He's got to be some enemies here.
ID is Erusean military.
Did you see that he wants to go fire the rocket and hit the building there? That's an Erusean friendly too. Friendly Erusean chopper. See, this is launched a missile. I mean, it's unknown. Look at that. Could have killed me. Could have blown me up.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals.
Vehicle eliminated.
Yeah, they ain't blocked anymore, buddy.
Check your IFF. It's a friendly. I know what I'm doing.
Enemy F-18.
Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusea. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusean officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology
Unseen
they borrowed
force
from the
guiding the
radicals.
radicals.
When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess.
The princess is brainwashed. I mean, not that bad, but, you know.
By at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but...
You're basically talking about Dr. Schrader right here.
Alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. To those of you listening in, am I wrong?
Which, I mean, I agree with that. I don't like drones controlling the skies.
Man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
What do you think? Drones control the skies or pilots? Do you trust technology or no? Post it down below.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Eruseans.
The ally took him down. That he just disappeared.
Strider 2, check your SIGs. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. I got a bad feeling. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country? Get this guy off my back!
Ain't even on your back.
The VIP
Down
is
below
taking
the
fire.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Well, find a tank
Captain
then.
Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima.
Sam just dodged me.
Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusean forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for it.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
I'm on it, I'm on it. What's that AA gun gonna do?
Saved us. Thanks.
No smart ass remark this time. Lock on to the damn helicopter.
That's enough. From here on out, all aircraft
Dodged one there.
are taking off.
He's down. Oh, I thought the clouds were gonna mess that up.
We're taking fire from vehicles blocking our path.
We'll shoot back.
Osean forces at landfill number 4. Firing on our
That was
VIP.
friendly fire there.
We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Ah,
I don't think we could have survived a few more shots like that.
59%.
The general is speaking with the commander.
Yeah, I got shot because you didn't.
Fire with the Osean aircraft. General's orders. Friendly fellow in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill.
That Sam just flew right over me.
The general's vehicle is under attack. Our
I'm
VIP
on
is
it.
taking
I'm
fire.
really on it.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off. We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time.
There's the smart ass remark I'm looking for.
Reach the exit.
Oi, friendly fire.
Technology than just UAVs. IFF designation for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to
Drones that resemble our fighters.
blame on enemy fighters.
Oh, so that's the reason I was in prison. Because of some damn Erusean drones disguised as our planes. Gone and screwed me. I could still be with Mage Squadron instead of flying with these dicks. He's just with Mage Squadron, chilling on the east side of the continent.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside.
I wish you could hear more about that. Oh wow, there's targets everywhere.
Watch your chaff and flash supply.
The general's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Target obliterated.
Oh, I did hit that Sam. Oh crap.
I couldn't have asked for a better time.
That missile was cruising from the rear.
Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe boosted drone production is what make up for our losses. They shouldn't take responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain
Proper
control.
conservatives.
All goes well. We should be able to sign a truce with Erusea quickly. Then we'll take back the city from the scoundrels who call us rebels. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Well, everything blipped on the radar disappeared. So that's it. Mission success, right? Mission success. That's that. We can go home. Crazy looking city. All the smoke columns in the distance. I never realized how big of a map this is sometimes.
Understood. Good luck.
I guess in the new DLC mission coming out in October,
Multiple unidentified aircraft
you're gonna see the
approaching.
city in the daytime, so that'll be pretty cool. I'll have an episode for that too.
We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
It's the drones. It's the F-18 drones.
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
As much as I want to use the weapons right now.
Is a girl on board? He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Those are hostages, not civilians.
Weapon use is prohibited.
Is it though?
It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder!
Lock on them all and shoot it down.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The scratches.
That's me.
The EASA liaison plane.
This is the one.
Witchcraft with Vulcan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknowns attacking the girl's
Oh
plane.
snap.
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
There's two planes out here. Oh. Yeah, they're all cruising on the radar. They weren't the ones shooting it. I think anyway, those are some long missiles. Some long range missiles.
They're Erusean fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Civil War, man.
I'm shooting them
Civil
down.
War's going on. They're trying to shoot down this plane. Kind of rightfully so, besides that Mihai's granddaughters are on there. Yes, it is.
Don't miss.
Carefully.
Mine.
Fox 2.
No good. Shit.
That was the Osean big
Bandit
shots.
destroyed. Well done.
They're in my way.
Did you say I'm in her way?
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just
I
helping
mean,
them.
have at it.
Erusean aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Testing it.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could.
Well,
Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
before I even get the order, I'm already shooting at it. Like, yep, heck of these things.
Understood.
Wilco.
Can't abort the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
So they're trying to launch drone ground units, but they can't.
Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
Something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Schrader, like what? Something else like what? I just wasted a missile there, but
Activation rights to gain more allies.
it's like obviously this dude's monologuing about running these drones. You know a thing or two. Tell us how to shut them down, and we'll shoot your aircraft down. There'd be a plot twist.
Attack missed.
Hence where the girls come in as hostages.
5 bandits remaining.
There has to be a time that it should not function.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
This is all just a big test of Schrader, I'm pretty
4
sure.
bandits left.
Oh my god.
Watch your remaining missiles. 3 bandits to go.
Okay, I got 25 missiles left. Don't scare me like that. I guess I got like 3. Speaking of which, let's see what these all do. Oh, one missed. They all missed. Man, the first time many went down easy. This next little batch is really getting me.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Strider 1,
There
that's
we
what
go.
I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Another story to tell your boy. Glad I could assist you.
All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB.
Well, I'm sure nothing bad will happen to it. That's good to hear.
All hostiles, huh?
General.
So you start to white count at the end of the game.
Here to pick us up. The approaching Osean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders.
The VIP.
It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the general staff? No, we'd like you to send support. I can't!
Crap, there
There
went
are
that.
3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Schrader's really intrigued now. Whoa, okay then.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up to
As a
once our
base
planes
attack,
are
we
ready.
don't get to see it.
Oh, and Labarth is dead. What did you say? Apparently, he was shot down by another Osean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
Probably the Belkans behind
All we
the
can do for now
death
is
of that
watch our
captain
own
too.
backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
Base commander's just cracking. Like, an A. Okay, I'll take an A. For real though, the base got bombed and we don't even get to scramble and go up. Like, those air raid missions are so fun. You're taxiing out, you're getting shot at and everything. Happens in 0. Happens in 5. I think it might happen in 6 as well. I don't know if it happens in 6, but we got a few missions at least left in the rest of the game series, so like it, comment, subscribe, share it around, get the word out, or don't. Just, I'm glad you're watching this at least. I'm glad you made it this far. So hopefully I'll see you on the next episodes. This is Street Pilot, and I will see you next time.